Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a lovely Tuesday. Welcome to the Turtle Journal this morning. I'm going to flip the camera straight down to the desk pretty well. We're going to do some sticker techniques. I've got my stuff sort of set up here randomly, and I have a blog post open, which I actually put on the website when I'm looking at it in May 2024. So it's over 18 months old, and I thought it was time to do a new one. We're going to try some techniques for taking the back off your PET stickers. So let me flip the camera down. I've got a link there in the comments to the brand creators if you want to meet and follow some of the amazing, crafty, talented creators that do some layouts and things you probably see on social media for the Turtle Journal. There's a link there in the comments to the brand creators. You can follow them. There's also a link there in the comments to jump on my list so you can get an email from me knowing when I'm going to go live. So if you want to know when I'm going to go live, there's a link there in the comments. You can sign up and then you get an email so you know I'm about to go live. And then also there's a link in the comments to the blog post where we are going to try some of these techniques to get the back off of stickers, which is a really common issue with small fiddly stickers. And if I sell a lot of small fiddly stickers at the Turtle Journal, so I understand the frustration to try and get the back off stickers. It can be really challenging. So this morning we're going to try some of the techniques. Let me turn the camera down and move my laptop, move my keyboard out of the way. I had it all set up before and then I wanted to say good morning beforehand. So now I'm going to try and, without the camera literally falling down, try and set it up so it sort of hangs. Okay, so you can see my messy carpet and my desk on an angle. What have I done wrong? This camera's all angled a bit funny. Probably doesn't really matter, does it, if we're on a bit of an angle? That's okay. I think we can sort of see everything we need to. Leave me a comment. Let me know you stopped by to say hello and good morning. Everyone who leaves a comment, I'm going to draw a winner at the end and send out a little free sticker set. So a random commenter, say good morning, will get this summer strawberry sticker set. This is currently a free set on the website. When you place your first order, you can get this set free. It's different now. I changed it this morning. So this is not available free anymore on the website. You can still buy this set, but that will go to somebody this morning. At the end, I'm going to I'll do a quick little scroll and pick a commenter to get that sticker set free. So I'm sure there's a way I can make this not so angled funny. Maybe it's okay. That's all right. It's just going to have to be like that. That's fine. That will be okay. So we're going to try some techniques this morning. I have the blog post open next to me that I wrote 18 months ago. And a lot of the things we tested 18 months ago were suggestions from you guys as customers. You suggested ways of getting the back off of stickers when they're really fiddly. And I had a customer email me just a couple of days ago. It happens probably a couple of times a week where a customer is struggling with getting the back off of the PET stickers. They are fiddly. So I love small, intricate stickers, which is why I have so many of them on the website. But I know it can be frustrating to try and get the back off of them. So let's try a couple of techniques this morning and do a bit of an updated how they go and which one might be your favorite. Please comment. Let me know your favorite way of getting the back off of a sticker if you struggle. I'd love to try some different things, and I can add your suggestions as well to the blog post on the website and give it a bit of an update. And I'm sure people will appreciate different techniques and tricks to try and get the back off of a really fiddly sticker. The first one, let me move this out of the way. I'm trying to work out the best way. I have a little area to work with here. This is how cute is that little sticker? It's adorable. It's like a little grandmother clock. Is that what the small ones are called? It's from the washi. I've got a new set on the website. It's a washi sticker set. It's called Household, and that's one of the stickers from it. It's really cute. So we're going to work in the corner here. Right, the first one is what we would all normally try, which is just to start with the corner. So if you have nails, this works better than if you have acrylic nails. I'm sure this is more challenging if you have acrylic nails. The first technique, of course, which we all automatically try and then get frustrated it's not working and give up, is just to start with the corner and peel the back off. That worked easily with this sticker, so that was not a problem. But often that is where then you get frustrated and it's not working. And then you start to not enjoy the sticker set. You think, I hate this sticker set. It's not working. This is just driving me nuts. And then you send me an email and then I'll probably send you this blog post link so you can try some different things. Let's try the next one. Some of these are wild. I'm going to show you off the bat. Some of these techniques are a bit wild. The next one is a pair of really sharp scissors. These are quite sharp, these little pincer ones. These came as the Turtle Treasure Box subscription item last year, but I'm sure you have many pair of scissors, craft ones lying around. You want some that are really nice and sharp, and you really just want to be trying to tease the corner. So you kind of just using the tweezers to push and force those layers apart. You're just trying to like almost rough it up a bit and use the tweezers to really force that top layer and the back layer apart. You can try and poke them in as well if you open your tweezers up. I wonder if I hold over here over white, it's a bit easier to see, and sort of really force down the edge of it and see if that splits the two layers apart. If you hold it close to the edge, it probably works better. I'm not loving this technique, I've got to say. Did that work? So some of these will work. It really depends on your personality and the type of tools you have and just what sort of seems to make the most sense for you. That is not working for me, so I don't love that one. That's not going to work real well. I wonder if I just like pull it. No, that's not working for me. I don't love that technique, but that is another suggestion to try to get the back off your stickers. The next one is haven't got an embossing heat gun, so I can't show it, is to heat it up. So it's to actually warm the sticker up with an embossing heat gun or even a hairdryer and warm it up so that it becomes much looser, and that glue will melt a little bit. It'll make it easier to pull apart the two layers. That's another suggestion too. I haven't got an embossing heat gun, so I can't show you that one. Good morning, everybody. Leave me a comment, say good morning. I'll draw a little winner at the end, get a free sticker set for those who say good morning, which is always a nice thing to have. This one is one of my favorites, which I do a lot, but it obviously does have the potential to damage whatever sticker you're using. That's to bend the corner, and you want to be pretty rough with it. So you do literally bend the corner over of your PET sticker like this. So depending on the sticker, you may hate this one because it may affect the way the sticker looks. It doesn't bother me. It's such a minimal way. It tends not to bother me at all. But bend it over. You're really just stretching out the back of it and hoping to kind of get that to separate apart. So by bending it, you will find that it pulls so much easier. Like I've just now curling that barely, and it's come straight off. So I do like that one quite a bit. That would be one of my favorites, is to bend over quite roughly. You've got to be pretty rough, the edge of the sticker, and then you will find more often than not that back will come off really easily. So that's the next one. Let me stick that one down. I love this sticker set. The Emerald Butterflies is one of my favorites. It's one of your favorites too, because it's been out of stock for several weeks. I just restocked it a couple of days ago. So it has been out of stock on the website for ages. So these Emerald Butterflies set is one of my go-tos. I use it all the time. I think the greens and the blues are so pretty. All right, the next one. This is another customer tip from a customer named Alison, and she suggests using a craft knife to cut the back of it. This takes practice, but I can imagine if you practice this and get good at it, this could be your go-to way. Let me get my sharp craft knife. You have to be, this one obviously takes practice because you don't want to be cutting through the entire sticker. But I can imagine if you use a lot of stickers and you do this a lot, you will get the hang of the amount of pressure to apply so that it just cuts through the back layer and not through the sticker itself. I don't ever do this, so let's see how it goes. I don't imagine it's going to go particularly well. But Alison does this, and she must do it a lot. And so she's got the knack of just how much pressure to apply to get it to cut through the back layer. Like I said, if you got the hang of this, this would be easy to do. I could imagine you getting like so familiar with getting the back off a sticker by cutting through the back layer. What have I done? I haven't actually cut it hard enough to get through the layer, have I? No, so I didn't push hard enough. Let's try a bit harder, be a bit braver. Oh, I can't even talk while I'm doing that. I feel like I concentrate so hard. Did that work? Yes. Oh my goodness, that worked. Well, let's see if the front is cut. Okay, where can I hold that? Can you see that? I literally just cut through the back. I think I need to hold it here. And I just, look at that. I literally just popped it and it's come straight that cut is straight through it. And I didn't even cut the front, I don't think. Let me just check. All right, that's, maybe I could start doing that more, because that was so easy to do. Maybe that's my new favorite way. Let's see what the front of the sticker looks like though, and if I have completely damaged it or cut it. So if I take the whole back of it off, what's the front of it look like? Okay, I have scored it. I maybe have started to cut through it. Where can I hold it so you can see? It's not cut through, so it's still one sticker, but I can see the score mark of where I've done it. So I maybe pushed a little bit too hard, but that was easy. I'm surprisingly happy with that way of doing it. Maybe I'll get practiced at doing that way. That's a great tip, Alison. I'm not familiar with doing it often, but I actually, I'm going to give that a try more often. I quite like that technique, actually. Next one is baby powder. This was hilarious. This is one of those out there techniques, and I didn't have baby powder. I've got corn flour. What's this going to be? So this is the idea, is you just want to get the edge of it dried up so that the back of it comes off easier. This seems super impractical to me. This is one of those out there suggestions, I think. Unless somebody does that, please tell me if this is something you do, or there's a similar way. You may have a embossing pouch, you know, the embossing pouch with that really fine powder in the talc for when you're sort of getting the static removed from your project before stamping. Maybe that's a similar thing. If you have an embossing sort of pillow, that's what I'm for, hanging around, that might be helpful. So that's, I guess, meant to dry the edge up, and it should be really easy to separate then with your nail or with a tweezer or something like that. This is coming apart really easily, but also this stick, I find this sticker set not too difficult anyway. I don't know if this is coming off any easier than the first sticker I did when I just peeled the edge. I don't know if this is actually making a difference to how easy it is. I'm not finding this difficult. I know it looks difficult. I'm making it look difficult, but that sort of came off as easy as the first sticker. So I don't know if that really benefited the process overall or not. It seems like a bit of overkill to have some flour handy for something like working with your stickers. But if you have an embossing pillow, then chuck that on the sticker and see if that helps at all. If you're really struggling with a small sticker, it might help. Okay, what's the next one? There's a sticker peel assist tool. Wendy, a customer, Wendy, she's from South Australia. She suggested this as one of the techniques that she loves. It's actually a tool you can buy, and I looked it up to make sure I got it called, and it was called Sticker Peel Assist Tool. It's like a mat, and it's you put the sticker down, and then you add almost a staticky, slightly adhesive layer sheet over it, and then because you pull that larger sheet off, it's meant to start lifting the sticker apart. I haven't used one. I've seen them online, but I haven't used one myself. But Wendy loves that. So if that's something you want to look up, it's a sticker peel assist tool. You could Google that and see what you find. So Wendy's a customer. She loves that idea. This is an idea. The next one was actually a suggestion from a couple of customers. So let me show you this next suggestion using sticky tape. And a couple of customers suggested this. So you want a piece of sticky tape. This one is actually, I think this has a lot of merit, this one. And it's a bit like the sticker peel assist tool. And you want to use this to peel the layer off. So you need to kind of stick it down over, because it's a PET sticker, you can. This is not a paper sticker. It's a plastic one. So this is fine. So and then that gives you leverage. You're really just looking for leverage with this technique. So then you can just roll it back. This is great. Okay. I feel like I'm trying to work out the best background, whether it's black or not, to work. So this is just giving leverage. Look, you can see that is already coming apart. Can you see that? Just by adding sticky tape to the top of the sticker, or the bottom, you could do it either way around, and peeling that back on itself, that creates enough leverage that it comes off really easily. I like that. That worked better than last time when I tried this, I reckon, this technique. And then you want to peel this sticky tape off. So you only want to do this with PET stickers and decent quality ones too. Otherwise, you're going to end up damaging. But that's not damage the sticker. And that just created a bit of leverage. That's all you needed. I'm going to do that again to show you, because I feel like this technique has a lot of merit and is super easy to do. We've all got sticky tape sitting around on our desks. So grab yourself a bit of sticky tape and stick it really firmly to the top layer of a sticker, and then use that for leverage and just peel it back on itself. So this you can do, especially if you have issues, I think, with your hands or your joints, because you're not doing a lot of close work. This is pretty loose. Do you know what I mean? Like this you could do, I think, if you have joint issues as well, because you're not doing a lot of fine gripping, really tense work. This is very effortless. And just by peeling it back on itself, it's already, if you can see just there, it's already pulled the back off for me. Okay, I love this idea. This absolutely is working better than it did last time I tried this. I guess that's why this is such a popular technique, and so many of you suggested this. Oh, it didn't grab it. I thought it grabbed it. I've got corn flour all over the sticky tape. That might be not helping the process. Let me try again on this corner. I thought it had grabbed it, but it hadn't grabbed it. Let me try again. Now it's grabbed it. Okay, that time it grabbed it. There. And then peel it off. All right, that's great. That's a really cool technique. I might have to suggest that to customers when they email me and they're struggling. I might put this one at the top of the blog post and move them around a bit, because that's a really great technique. And then carefully pull it off. And I've ripped the actual sticky tape as well. I'm going to put this just there. Wonderful. Okay, I love that one. See why a couple of you guys suggested that. And then there's another technique that's similar, but you need 2 pieces of sticky tape. This one is I feel like this is a little easier to muck up. So you want to put a piece on each side. Okay, let's carefully put the back one only. I don't want it to touch the front of the sticker. So you've got to grip both sides of it and then sort of pull it apart. I don't love this one. This feels precarious. And then sort of pull it apart. Oh, I don't know that I'm quite working this out. There's probably, not sure I can make this one work. I sort of understand the merits of it. So a bit of sticky tape on the front and on the back. No, you're better off leveraging just that one piece on the front until the back pulls off, I reckon. Okay, that's the second way of you can use sticky tape to get the back off that somebody suggested, but that's not really working for me. I'm not sure that's as easy as the first technique. I think the first technique is easier. The next one is to use a dressmaker's pin. Have I got one handy? I do have one handy. A bit similar to beforehand with a pair of tweezers is to use a dressmaker's pin. This is obviously going to give you a little bit more control. So you've probably got a better chance of getting the layers apart by using a pin. If you do find, needlework and crafts like that, you would have a pile of these hanging around. My eyes aren't good enough for this. You need good eyesight for this technique. I really just want to rough it. I just want to push it down with the pin and try and get it to split. I don't know that I can poke the pin. No, I can't do that. But that's the technique, is you literally use the pin and poke it between the 2 layers. So that was another suggestion. I can't see that. My eyes aren't good enough, and I feel like I'm more likely to cut myself with that. And then there's 3 more. This one's a bit wild as well, which I'm not going to show you because I haven't got a freezer handy, is to put it in the freezer. So put your sticker in the freezer for 10 minutes to get really cold. I feel like that's about as practical as the baby powder or the flour, but that was another technique that came up as a technique. Okay, the next one is one of my favorites is to roll it. A little bit like beforehand when I said you just fold it over, fold the edge completely over it really firmly. This one is you just use your finger and you roll it back. So very similar to one of the other techniques. This is probably the one I do most often. I find myself just doing this mindlessly. If I can't get the back off a sticker, I just start to roll it until the back pulls apart. So you can see now that's all rolled up. You can see that's all curled up. And the back will just naturally start to separate after I've done this a little bit. So you can be pretty rough with this until, look at that, I curled that right up. And then it makes the back easier to come off. So I probably do this one more often than not, or I just fold it flat on itself until the back starts to come off. Oh, this one's not really it's not playing the game, this one, is it? can see how this one works, and I definitely do this one myself. Do you guys do this one? Is this something you, I can even hear it. It's starting to pull apart, but I've got to be able to get my nail in between there. Well, this sticker is not playing. Okay, maybe, all right, maybe I just need to go to folding it more. No, this one's not really working on this sticker at all. All right, maybe not. Plan B. Okay. Yeah, that took a bit more than I thought it was going to do. I think folding it is better. I might have to go to folding it. I have to change up what I do, I think. I love the sticky tape idea. I'm 100% going to practice the sticky tape idea more. I always have sticky tape sitting around. I did get the back off and now I've lost it again. And folding it flat on itself, I really like that one. Yeah, the rolling it was something I like to do. I definitely do it a lot because I know I just sort of mindlessly do it. But that didn't work very well at all on that sticker. Anyway, there's the next one. Rolling it. Stick that down. Rolling it has damaged the edge of this one a little bit too, I think, more than folding it. So that's a bit unexpected. So rolling it is actually roughed up that edge a bit too much, and it's worse for wear than just folding it flat. And the last one, is it the last one? Let me just scroll down and check. Is to use glue. And hello, like that's even easier. So glossy accents, if you have glossy accents, where's my glossy accent? It's up here somewhere. Here it is. So if you have glossy accents, you can totally use glossy accents and just stick the sticker down. Or if you are, you may have seen if you've been on my website, I have got some craft and journaling precision glue. It's a really fine tip. And this is perfect for stickers. It's made especially for PET stickers. It's not acid free. I did a pH test myself and it was almost neutral, but I would not, it came up neutral, but I wouldn't be confident on one little test that it's acid free. So I don't use this near photos just to be on the safe side, but it is for stickers. So it's perfect for using on stickers. So don't even bother peeling off the back. Just put some glue on it. I love this, my favorite, just my favorite, and stick it down. Voila. Don't even peel the back off at all, and then let it sit there. A customer asked me, yeah, but wouldn't this part here lift off? Yes, potentially over a long period of time that may happen where the front, you know, the actual sticker component part would start to peel off because you've just glued the backing down. It doesn't bother me so much. Depends what sort of project you're doing really as well. Hey, if it's just sitting in a journal on a shelf somewhere, that's probably not going to bother you so much. But all else fails, like just grab some glue and stick it down and don't even bother peeling the back off. So that is the final tip. That is the easiest of all of them. But yeah, some of those were easier than I thought they were going to be. And some of them were harder than I thought they were going to be as well. There's some different ones though. Hey, I hope that's given you some interesting things to try and test out for yourself. Next time you struggle to get the back off of a sticker, then give one of these techniques a try. I'll update the blog post as well. I'll try and put a link to this video in the blog post on the website so that you can actually go back and watch this sort of and see kind of as we do them in real time. Leave a comment on the blog post if you have your own ideas too. So anyone who's coming to check that article out can see your suggestions and your favorite way of getting the back off a sticker as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a lovely Tuesday. Hey.